Welcome to the Random Ass Podcast. I'm your random asshole, Christopher Steele.
The random asshole, Steele-Rhoads. Welcome to the show.
So this is going to be a backup episode. We could have used this a while ago, but...
Right. We're going to use this some time ago.
Alright, so we're going to do a bracket episode. I got 16 movies for you.
Nice.
Figured I'd double it up.
What is the
like I said,
genre?
as soon as you hear names, you'll be like, yeah, I know what it is.
Okay.
First matchup. Deadpool
Okay.
versus Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Want me to start?
Go ahead.
I'm going to go with Deadpool.
Yeah, I figured. It is, can't even...
You can't even play devil's advocate on that one, no.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 had
It was good.
a couple good...
Just Deadpool's better.
But yeah. Deadpool does advance.
Okay.
Alright.
It's going to be superhero movies.
Marvel.
Marvel movies.
X-Men, the original,
Okay.
versus Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, hands down.
Right. I can't disagree with that. The only thing I can even say is X-Men actually... I know it was actually Blade,
Right.
but it's really what really started
The Marvel movie.
the Marvel movies.
Because if we're going to go comic book movies, it's The Crow.
Right.
If we're going to go Marvel movies, it's definitely not Howard the Duck. Even though Howard the Duck should be
Right.
given more respect
I
than
didn't
his due.
put Howard the Duck in this.
No, because we're going with modern Marvel movies and we know it.
All right.
Alrighty.
Next matchup, and this one I might be able to argue on if I disagree with you. Iron Man versus X-Men First Class.
That's a rough one. Iron Man gave us a lot of good stuff, like, from it. It itself, not that great. X-Men First Class comes from a history, them trying to rewrite the history that they had fucked up to begin with, and they do a great job of it, but they go off on their own tangent
Right.
to remake it, which is perfectly okay.
Right.
And so I'm going to go with X-Men First Class.
Okay. I don't have to argue with you.
Yeah, I didn't figure you would have to. Like, you know, First Class definitely is.
Iron
Man's good. Don't get me wrong. Iron Man's a good movie, but Iron Man movies aren't that great. It gave us the Avengers. That's pretty much what that where that line of thought stops. It made Iron Man awesome again. Like, don't get me wrong.
Actually, not again. For the first
No,
time.
again, when the cartoons first came out, Iron Man got that small burst in like 93, 94 during the original MCU, you know, the Marvel cartoon universe.
All right. Next matchup, Thor Ragnarok versus Ant-Man.
Thor Ragnarok.
I have to go with the same. Ant-Man is a great movie.
Ant-Man's hilarious, but Ant-Man and Wasp is better of the two, where Thor Ragnarok is the best Thor movie there is yet.
Right.
So Thor definitely takes the cake on that one.
Okay, this one's going to be easy. Captain America Civil War versus Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, God, Civil War. It introduced a Spider-Man, Black Panther.
Yeah. The battle scene.
Oh, yeah. Wanderers. No, come on.
That makes the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This not even be difficult.
This one, Deadpool 2 versus Spider-Man Homecoming.
Ooh, that's a rough one.
It is a rough one. I can probably argue either one.
I can. That's what I'm doing in my head right now. Like, because I'm thinking, okay, here's my thought process. Spider-Man: Homecoming was an excellent movie,
Yes.
but Deadpool 2
Was an excellent
was
movie.
perfectly Deadpool. The Spider-Man movie, they started making their own version of Peter Parker and his history with this, which I have no problem with.
Yeah.
I want to see where it ends up going in the long run. Deadpool and Deadpool 2 have continuously told a story while taking shots at other things they shouldn't be taking shots at, making references they shouldn't be making, all while going, but it's all Marvel, ha 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 ha.
Plus, we can break the fourth wall.
Yeah, fourth wall break, ha ha ha. You know, okay, Thanos, like talking to freaking Josh Brolin, that wins. Like, hands down, Deadpool wins. Deadpool, in any regard for me at this point, wins in these matches because Spider-Man's good.
I have to agree. Deadpool 2.
But I'm not a big Spider fan. In that, like, I'm a bigger Deadpool fan than I am Spider-Man, so I enjoyed Deadpool more.
Right, and
though, mind you, the Tony Stark, Peter Parker relationship in Homecoming, freaking amazing,
right.
Hilarious. Like, they did a great job. Can't wait for Far From Home. That looks like it's going to be a good one. Have you seen the trailers yet?
Yeah. No, I take it back. No, I haven't seen. I heard.
It's
heard
good.
one,
It's a good
but
trailer. It's a good trailer. It makes you wonder what's happening.
Also, there's a new Shazam.
Yep, and
trailer.
Captain Marvel as well. Captain Marvel, Shazam.
The Shazam just dropped Tuesday.
And there's going to be another Endgame trailer coming soon.
Next matchup, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Line 1 versus
Ant-Man and the Wasp. Another one. I can argue either way.
You're gonna see where my loyalties lie in the MCU universe. Freaking Guardians.
I agree.
Guardians Volume 1, better soundtrack, super concise story that actually led into the sequel quite well. Where it felt like Ant-Man and Wasp was kind of an afterthought. They were like, oh man, that Ant-Man movie did really freaking good. We're gonna have to do another one of these.
Yeah, I agree.
The Guardians, the soundtrack, the story, it is tied in more into the MCU as a whole, where Ant-Man, it kind of feels like he's tacked on.
And the final matchup of the first round, this one might be a little bit tough. Maybe not. Spider-Man, the original with Tobey Maguire, versus X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh, damn, Apocalypse, hands down.
Alright. I agree.
As I said, I'm not that big of a Spider fan. Like, the cartoon, nothing can trump the cartoon in my lexicon of Spider-Man.
By the way,
that first animated series, not the first animated, the 90s animated series was the best incarnation of Spider-Man,
by the way,
period.
change the subject for a minute, and I don't know when this is going to air.
Right.
So,
little interstitial, in between rounds, we'll let the competitors catch breath.
This could actually air after the fact.
Right.
But anyways, did you see that Spider-Man is getting a spin-off movie? Morbius?
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Really?
It's been confirmed. Morbius is getting his own movie.
Nice.
Alright. Second round. You want to start at the bottom and work our way up, or do you want to start at the top and work our way down?
Start at the top and work our way down.
Deadpool
Okay.
versus Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
First Deadpool versus second Guardians.
This was actually pretty tough.
Second Guardians.
I agree. That was actually one time I'm like, oh man, that one I might have to argue.
Yeah, it's gonna be easier than you think. We have very similar tastes when it comes to these movies.
Right. All right.
For just standout points is the reason why. Deadpool did a great job of what Deadpool was. but nothing really got done with that character. We got his origin.
Right.
That was it. We already, those of us that know already knew his origin. We were kind of hoping we'd get past that, but it was good for a mass audience. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 has a killer soundtrack, an amazing story that helps seal up parts of Guardians 1 that you didn't even know were open in Guardians 1. You're like the only thing that I had at the end of Guardians 1 was like, yeah,
Excuse me about this.
who is Peter's dad? Like, that was the last thing that was the lasting thing about Guardians 1 is who's Peter's dad. And then the sequel just answers that and builds a whole new plethora of problems.
Actually, the first one kind of made you think I don't know who that was. The guy at the hospital was his dad.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. First Class versus Thor Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
I don't get me wrong. X-Men
First Class is an amazing movie. Set the characters beautifully, but we got some really good Hulk, with like a really good rendition of Hulk in Thor Ragnarok. It trumps.
It's not just that. It's
the whole overall.
Ragnarok overall. It's just a better movie. All right. Okay. Captain America: Civil War versus Deadpool 2.
Oh, Deadpool 2.
Yeah. I actually want to say Civil War.
Only reason I don't say Civil War is because they lied to us in that movie.
The name.
Yes.
That's it.
And not the Civil War thing. It should have been Avengers Civil War.
Right.
Captain America should have been a whole different... Like, it was not a Captain America movie. That movie was more...
That was an Avengers movie.
That was an Avengers movie. It was the shattering of the Avengers. And, yeah, it's just... No. Just no. Just no.
But other than that, it's actually a perfect movie.
Right?
And Deadpool's great. Deadpool 2 is great. But
Deadpool 2, though, dude, we got Cable. It's the first movie, the first live action anything with friggin' Cable in it, dude. With Cable, man. That means that any door is open for Marvel properties if they can get Cable over to a mass market. Because how many people outside of comic book fans know who the fuck Cable is? None.
Yeah.
Now people are like, fucking Cable is awesome. That was a great movie. Cable's amazing. And I'm like, did you know anything about Cable? You know whose kid it is? No. Whose kid is it? Cyclops and Jean Grey? What? Like, you can blow minds of the common people that have no idea. Without that movie, we wouldn't have Cable in cinema.
But I have a feeling that they're going to fuck that up.
I don't think so. I think Josh Brolin is already under contract with Disney. Okay? They've already proven they don't mind characters playing multiples in the MCU.
As long as they look different.
As long as they look different. So there's nothing that can really be effed up there other than... No, it can't be effed up. It's only up from here. It really is. The only other reason that I can want to give Deadpool 2 the rub is because I fucked Deadpool on the Guardians one. That's pretty much the only reason I can give. That where you're like, yeah, goddamn it, you're right. Because
I'll give you this one because
Civil War was not. It was a good movie, but it was not a good Captain America movie. It was a great Iron Man movie. It was a great Avengers movie, but it was a great Spider-Man movie. Was not a good Captain.
It's Avengers.
It is. There was no character development for Captain America in this Captain America movie, like none. He was still Captain America.
That's Captain America.
Yeah, but Iron Man is more like dig his heels in and won't change kind of thing, because Captain America had to change from from World War II era to modern era. He knows how to change, and with Captain America not making any progression forward, is just like they could have taken this opportunity to let him stop being Captain America and become fucking with the Patriot. Is that what he became when he stopped being Captain America? He dropped Captain America for a little bit and became like U.S. Agent or no
Not
U.S.
US
Agent.
Agent, it's his own.
U.S. Agent became Captain America for a little bit and then went back to U.S. Agent. But there was a short burst where Captain America became another form, where Steve Rogers changed. That would have been the perfect opportunity to do that.
I'm going to let you have this one because
we're going to argue this next one.
I know, well, I don't see that. I see next round
being a little bit longer.
Being a little bit more like...
point, counterpoint.
Guardians of the Galaxy
versus
X-Men Apocalypse.
I really like that movie. I really, really do.
I do too, but I have to go with Guardians.
I have to too. Guardians, better soundtrack, better movie. It wasn't trying to fix anything that had been fucked up the last time.
Plus, as a comic book guy, I'm like, this still ain't right.
No, it's not even close to right. But again, they're going off of where they started in First Class, which established that they're not going to be comic book like at all. The only thing I can give Apocalypse it really should go on because of this isn't enough to actually make it go on past Guardians. They introduced the characters in the costumes that they should be introduced in.
Right.
Cyclops had the blue with the thing, and Storm had the black and the whatnot, and Nightcrawler looked like Nightcrawler. Angel's Archangel transformation looked amazing, though it wasn't how it happened.
Plus,
I like how they did it.
Nightcrawler, I could see
in the time frame, but the Angel one not. The Angel thing got screwed up.
Angel is really screwed.
Yes and no. I've heard an explanation as to what can explain Angel. That's actually the one from X3's dad. Because of what happened in Days of Future Past, there was the butterfly factory. You fucking stomp on a butterfly and shit changes.
Right.
Well, having what occurred, the genetic mutation in the family pushed forward one more. So it's still Warren Worthington. It's just Warren Worthington the second.
Junior.
Not Warrington. Yeah, it's Junior, not the third. My big beef with Angel comes less from it being a time frame issue and just how Archangel became Archangel. That's a Mr. Sinister job, not an Apocalypse job. I'm sorry. They should have saved that for the Essex ending. They should have had him get a feather or something and that been the thing instead of Wolverine had nothing to do with fucking the Essex Corporation at all. That's
right.
where I'm just like, and that's where you lose me, Apocalypse.
I still get that.
And I get that Apocalypse was Sinister's boss that had him do it to make the... But still...
Essex Corporation being with...
a part of the Weapon X deal.
Right.
And the Deadpool program.
I can kind of understand that.
They also worked that into the Deadpool thing. If you look in the background of Deadpool 1, you'll see the Essex logo when he's getting carted through. So
they don't continue it.
No. Are they going to continue in Dark Phoenix? And how the hell is that even going to work?
I don't know.
Without Wolverine, what was the point of the whole Essex thing?
By the way, this one...
Oh, God, duh! That was the lead into Logan.
Yeah,
duh, she was cloned by Essex. Okay, I get it now.
But they didn't really explain that.
They didn't. No, they did not at all. That you had to. I just put those pieces together myself, and it's like you. If it took me, a comic fan, this long to figure it out,
I knew that going in because of the way.
I still haven't seen all of Logan. I've seen the action sequences of Logan, so I've seen about 15 minutes of Logan.
By the way, Wolverine has come back from the dead.
Yes. Yep.
And it's taken back over the mantle of Wolverine.
Yep.
Knocking
Dakenov and X-23.
X-23 back to
X-23. For now. I'm thinking they could come up with a better name for her than X-23.
Right. But she's going back. She's no longer Wolverine.
Is Daken still Dark Wolverine, though?
Maybe. I don't know. All right.
Because if that's the case, you could have the son be Dark Wolverine, have the daughter be Light Wolverine.
All right, so...
All right, next round.
Next round.
All right, we've done the intermission for the in-between rounds.
Bottom or top?
Let's start from the bottom this time.
Deadpool 2 versus Guardians. And... I want to say Guardians.
Didn't we just do that one?
No, we did.
What was Guardians up against? Civil War, wasn't it? No, Deadpool was against Civil War.
The one round was Deadpool
2
versus Guardians 2.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck. All right.
This is the exact opposite way.
This is Deadpool 2 and Guardians.
Yes.
Guardians.
Okay.
Guardians.
And
This is not a mistake, by the way. If you guys note here, there's a reason. I don't know if you chose this intentionally, but these seem to be what our favorite movies were so far. We haven't seen any Captain Marvel, so we don't know if that jumps in. But Ragnarok was awesome. Doctor Strange was awesome. Guardians of the Galaxy was friggin' awesome. Like,
I didn't do it like that. I one of the reasons I have it that way is because
they're all the Interstellars, honestly.
I wanted Guardians together.
Right. I get that. And you started with Doctor Strange, which was a great choice to start with. That was the best. Like, I totally cannot fault you for going, I want that, like, now. Like, yeah, totally. Thor, it all makes sense.
I got...
Oddly enough, dude, you picked the ones, to me, that seemed like they would be the ones to get together in Infinity War. Well before Infinity War was even out.
Right.
I saw those and I'm like, yeah, I can see all of that being a team. Like, all you're missing is fucking Iron Man. If you would have Iron Man in place of Captain Marvel, honestly, it would have been.
I get that, but
no, but I'm just saying you would have predicted through your purchases Infinity War. What I think you've done is predicted Endgame.
Right.
I think these are all big players in Endgame. I'm going off subject here, but still. They've determined, Sam Jackson let slip that Captain Marvel is going to be able to time travel. Okay?
Right.
She has already been proven to be intergalactic at this point. So are all of these. They're all stranded or dusted away from Earth.
Except for Doctor Strange.
Is he back on Earth? Did he make it back to Earth?
Oh, no. No.
He dusted. He dusted on the planet. Yeah, he dusted on the same planet as fucking... The only one that didn't... The only ones that didn't dust off on here are Thor and Rocket. And those are supposedly the two that are going to save Iron Man, according to Audi. They've released a VR game called Rocket's Rescue Adventure.
Right.
Where you, in the ship that they went to go get Thor's hammer in, go rescue Iron Man who's adrift in space. If that happens in the movie, dude, I'm going to be so fucking stoked to finally get Iron Man and Rocket in the same scene while Tony is fucking oxygen deprived and is just like, what am I seeing? This doesn't make any sense. And then proceeds to have to go through the warp thing with the warpy faces.
All right,
dude, it's
back on subject.
Back to the tournament.
Volume 2 versus Ragnarok.
Oh God, we gave Guardians the rub and against Deadpool. I can't do it again. Thor, Ragnarok has to, like, Ragnarok is such a good movie, and it's got that same feel as Guardians of the Galaxy, but it nails it on a totally different spectrum. I
can argue for
Guardians 2
because yes, it has the same feel, but Guardians has that feel because
it invented that feel.
Right.
Guardians 2 does such a good job of building on that feel. Fucking Guardians 2, god damn it. I have to flip over to Guardians 2 on that, because you're right. If it weren't for Guardians and Guardians 2, Thor Ragnarok wouldn't have been shit.
Right.
It really wouldn't have. We wouldn't have had the killer soundtrack with fucking Immigrant Song. We wouldn't have had the irreverent Thor going, oh, hold on, give me a minute, I'll be back around. Here I come. Oh, okay, I'm back on contact with you, bud. You know? We wouldn't have had that. We wouldn't have had his Star-Lordiness.
But Star-Lord
invented it.
So that's the only reason. So the finals.
I'm just gonna have to
volume 1 versus 2.
No, tie. I now consider that one movie.
No, you gotta pick one.
2. I have to pick 2. Because you don't have to watch 1 to appreciate part 2. at all. You do not have
Right.
to, because they give you enough of what happened in 1 to explain all of 2 to where if you go back and watch 1, it's like, yeah, I know this. Oh, cool, there's some extra stuff that I didn't exactly know, but yeah, I know the story already. If you jumped in on 2, you're going to get the complete story from...
I get that
beginning
too.
to Yes.
I'll give that to you.
Yes, Guardians
Because-
invented the feel, but Guardians 2 built on that feel and made it bigger and better and feel more...
I have to give that to you. Again.
It's a tough one to argue.
I kind of want to say 1, but...
2 tells one story so succinctly without you even knowing it. I saw 1. And as I'm watching 2, I'm like, I know this already, but I don't care because it's coming from a different angle. It's told from a different perspective. But still,
It's a
both
different
sides
story.
across. Like, spoilers. I don't give a shit. Giant spoiler alert. By the end of part 1, you hate Yondu. It's like he was a fucking piece of shit, man. What a piece of shit. And by the time you get to the middle of part 2, it's like, was he that piece of shit that they start him off as in this?
Right.
And he totally redeemed... To me, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is what the first Guardians should have been. Like, there's characters in that second Guardians movie that should have been in the first Guardians movie and started from them. And it's the Ravagers. It's fucking Stallone. It's fucking Ving Rhames. It's Michael Rooker. Because those were the original Guardians in the comic books from the 60s. Right. I'm like, that's why I like part 2 so much, is because it gives all that fan service to those that love that initial set of comics, which I didn't know about until I saw the first one. And I'm like, who are the Guardians of the Galaxy? Let me go read these. Like, I read the first Guardians, I'm like, Yondu's the fucking main guy? And like, I learned Yondu's story, and I'm like, man, they really made him such a bastard. And then I see part 2, and it's like, oh no, they made Yondu exactly what he was in the comic books. He was a bastard in the comic books, but he was a bastard with a heart of gold. He's Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yeah, I like I said, I give that one to you because
personally, honestly, I would hope that if they can't do a Guardians 3 with James Gunn, the direction he wants to take the current cast, that they will do a Guardians Volume 3 that is a prequel using the Ravagers. Just call it Guardians. Just don't call it Guardians of the Galaxy. Call it Guardians 0, the Ravagers, and then you get Stallone, you get Ving Rhames, you get that star-studded cast of Marvel.
One of the top people.
Feige said he is open to negotiations with James Gunn in doing 3.
One of the top people is gone from that project.
Yeah, James Gunn, the director. He made a joke on Twitter well before he was even doing the first 2 Guardians movies. It was a fucking bad fucking pedophile joke. I say bad. I laughed, but I have a sick sense of humor.
Right.
It was a fucking joke. Like, you cannot take this guy. You could not take. His tweets were this: here are the projects I'm working on. Here's a bunch of irreverent tweets that are very politically incorrect. I'm a politically incorrect guy. I got it. I laughed. It was funny. His career got stolen from him because of this Me Too movement horseshit. He's never done anything to anyone other than make a fucking joke. Kevin Feige understands this. Waiting for the fucking shit to blow over. Guardians will come along. It's still in the pipeline as far as Disney goes. There is a Guardians 3 in the works, but at this point they don't know where they're going to go with it. Because Gunn is the story holder of this. The Russo brothers write the stories. Gunn makes it come true.
Like I said, one of the top guys is gone. The story that they originally had is going to go with it.
Yeah, and he's working on...
Where Gamora is actually the focal point.
Right, and honestly, Gamora could be the focal point of the Ravagers story. Because the Ravagers story and Thanos' destruction of her planet kind of merge at a certain aspect. So you could have 2 stories being told at the same time that overlap and then, encompass shit we already know, shit that's already happened.
But anyways, what we originally believed is not going to happen.
Right. So far. Because James Gunn did a one-picture deal with DC to do Suicide Squad 2. Feige said that once that's up, he's looking to renegotiate with him and put a little bit of a leash on his Twitter account or some shit. I don't...
And
I think what he's waiting for...
I've seen something
if Kevin
I've
Feige's
seen, like,
smart,
the
he's
video
waiting
for
for
that.
the Fox banner to fucking be able to be had, so he can go, no. James Gunn is not working for Disney. He's working for the Fox aspect of Marvel. Because I think once they get Fox, Marvel will go to the Fox production side, so they can do the Deadpools, they can do the heavier hitting comic book stories.
Now, one thing with that, how do I want to put this? Oh, my belief is once they get that
Fox
signed,
banner.
deal all signed, paperwork all done, it's finalized.
It's looking like it's going to be all the stuff that they want from Fox is going to be moving under the 21st banner. So it's going to be Disney 21st Century Fox, something of that nature.
Anyways, whatever.
Regardless.
They got that app coming out.
Yes.
Would you put the stuff under that app, or would you start a second app just for Marvel content?
Ooh. Honestly, I would put it all under the Disney app banner. Because you know they're going to have parental controls because of the Fox acquisitions. There's going to be stuff that... I think they're going to probably do two versions. They'll probably do the straight... God. Once they get this banner, I think it might just be a Fox streaming service, and they'll have all the Disney shit on there as well to keep Disney's name out of the mud. Because Fox is already down in the muck with everyone. What I'm wondering is...
I would just have a Disney minus the MCU.
See, no.
And then
I would have it
I would do
under...
all Marvel under its own.
See, I know I see where you're coming from, and I agree with you on the division, dividing it. But where you're dividing it, I would change. I would leave all of the family-friendly Disney stuff under the Disney banner. Move everything else
I would,
to under Fox.
How about this?
The Marvel, the Star Wars, the Simpsons, everything that is Fox-related moves to and stays under a Fox banner. But if you're paying for one subscription service, you're paying for the Disney, I think it should blanket over to the Fox material as well. Because it's all...
I agree. If you buy the one, you get the other one as well.
Right. It's all a matter of you wanting to download it. Like so you can put the Disney one on your kid's device and not have to worry about them stumbling across Rocky Horror Picture Show. The Aliens. There's things that kids probably shouldn't be watching. I disagree with that because I think kids should
make
see
it
everything.
3 then.
Go with
a Fox.
Go with Fox, family friendly. Like there you go. Go Disney, Fox Family, and then
I would do just a Marvel.
Yeah, because with Marvel you can incorporate Star Wars, you can incorporate The Simpsons, because they all have had Marvel comic books. They've all had Marvel stuff under a Marvel banner, so it could technically fit in there.
But because look, DC.
I'm just trying to think though, if DC is going to be strictly DC, if you are Disney, you want to have Marvel and everything else, and if you try and go DC versus Marvel again, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
I would do it just because Marvel alone.
If I was Disney, I would be bucking to try and get DC off of Warner Brothers.
Marvel alone can have enough to do it.
Oh, yeah. Just old TV shows, cartoons.
Not including Simpsons or Star Wars.
No, yeah, just Marvel. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And dude, then when that happens, you bring back all the Netflix shows.
Right. On that banner. Into the Marvel streaming
on
service.
The Marvels. Starting new seasons. Put their old seasons on there.
Right. Because the deal is done with them. See, that's the thing I don't get. Since they were Netflix original shows, doesn't Netflix have constant distribution rights to those programs?
I don't think so.
Or does that go... there's a lot of stuff that they don't have out in public knowledge as far as the details of their contracts go. Which I understand they don't want people to have that information because assholes like us would be talking about it, trying to figure out how to do their business better. Because, fans do that. We actually give a shit about the product as opposed to them just giving a shit about the bottom line.
I
also give a crap about the audience. Like, I would, yes, have the Disney banner, have everything, and do it under separate apps.
I'm guessing.
Do Disney
Marvel or the MCU has enough knowledge to be like, if we get canceled, we can.
Yeah,
take that with
they
us.
have Kevin Feige at the head of that. He's the least of my worries when it comes to how Marvel is dealt with.
Right.
What I'm worried about is Disney fucking up. Like, there are aspects of Disney I like. They make great stuff. I don't give a shit about their television, but they make good movies. Their live action shit has yet to be.
But anyways,
if they could
I would do that, and then you can put. I know it can be done with Disney app, but put fucking X-Men animated, fucking Spider-Man.
Right. I see where you're going with the Marvel thing. I just think you would want to. If I was working at Disney, I would rather separate it with, okay, here's all the stuff we can take to Comic-Con. Here's all the stuff we wouldn't.
I agree. I can see that.
Like, if you could take Star Wars, all the Marvel properties, The Simpsons, all that has a great thing at the Comic-Con, crowd.
I don't know about Simpsons anymore.
No, Simpsons still has their diehards. They do. And
I'm
not one of them, but I'm an apologist for Simpsons because they've lost all of the original creative staff. If those guys came back, The Simpsons would be back on point with seasons 2 through 8 again. After season 8, everything fell apart. Brad Bird left, started making movies. Conan O'Brien left, started doing TV show on a regular basis. Like, the main creative aspects of The Simpsons that made it good are gone.
All right.
They should have realized that then and just hung it up. They didn't. They're riding this horse to the fucking end until they beat it to death, and then...
I thought they did!
No. See, that's the thing. They've made a resurgence. I've watched some more recent episodes. They're funny again. Shit's funny. People just won't give it a chance. Because it's not classic. No, it's not classic. But what they've done is they've technically did a reboot in... Like around season 22, they did the soft reboot to reestablish all the characters. It was once Marsha Wallace died, the voice of Krabappel, because Flanders is fucking dead. Like, his other wife is dead, but now they're back. They got fucking the voice actress of the other one that fucking left, and they had to kill his first wife. They have her back, but they didn't bring back the character. And it's like no. If Simpsons was smart, they would do a soft reboot and get fans of the show that are comedians that can write well on the show.
Maud.
Thank you. God, that was going to drive me insane until we hit fucking record on this. Or hit fucking stop on this. But Simpsons is funny again. They're trying their best to be funny. They're no Bob's Burgers. They're no Rick and Morty.
I never liked Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, Bob's Burgers. The first season of Bob's Burgers was really hard to get into. But once they started establishing character points that you could go, okay, this character's this. Okay, I'm getting it now. It's funny. It grows on you.
I've tried watching it so many times.
It'll definitely grow. It'll definitely grow on you if you give it the chance.
No.
Do you like Archer though?
No.
See, there you go. You probably immediately hear Bob's voice and go, "Fuck!" Click. Because it's the exact same voice as Archer. And if you don't like one, you won't like
we gotta
the
get moving along. One more thing.
Winter Guardians 2, because it makes all the movies one. What's the final?
Do you want to do picks?
Not particularly. We just did an entire episode of the pick of picks. That's why, that's what we should call the tournament, the pick of picks. This is a pick of picks episode. And the coining of the pick of picks.
When we get to your next one, your music one.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a big difference of opinion.
Probably, because you're gonna wonder about mine. Did I tell you what the next one was gonna be?
You were writing one down about music.
Yeah, I think we might have done that one though.
We didn't do the music.
Didn't we though? I thought we did.
No, because I would have remembered.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Next episode. Best albums of all time.
Because you got one on there. I'm like,
Nothing's gonna beat it.
You're gonna be like, oh, I love this album. I'm like, no, I don't even listen to that album.
Maybe. I think we wrote this one together in the long run.
Most of it, but I know you got like one of your first picks on there. You're like,
Maybe we'll find out in the next episode, which will
right.
probably be coming up. Will probably be getting recorded shortly hereafter.
so
Gives me,
like, share, subscribe,
comment. Tell your friends.
Tell your do we want to say it now or do we?
Yes, shout out to WrestleHub, yo. Thanks for the comment.
We'll
Keep coming back. We'll keep shouting you.
We'll say it on the actual week's episode.
Oh, WrestleHub. I consider WrestleHub. They gave us a comment, which means they either watched a video or I've never watched any of his stuff until after he commented. Thank you. Then I've subscribed. Hope you've done the same. And if you ever want to work together on some of the wrestling stuff, give us a shout. We'll definitely.
Right, and like I said, we're probably gonna have to say that again because we don't know when
this one will go up, but still, yeah.
But until next time,
comment. Subscribe to Steele-Rhoads Productions and WrestleHub.
Like, share, subscribe.
Tell your friends.
Tell your enemies.
Tell your frenemies.
Till
Till next time.
Till next time. Keep it random.
And peace.